Good evening, everybody. Phil here. Welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Sunday, the 25th of May, 2025. My return day after having a day off yesterday. Full week of streaming coming up, 6 straight days. And today was a pretty good one. Let's talk about why. So, today, my return podcast had a new musical intro. And the person who made it, thank you so much for submitting it. It worked really well. I loved it. Seems like viewers are liking it. Can't wait to hear your thoughts. If you haven't seen it yet, when you watch the podcast, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I certainly think it fits the theme. And then we jumped into a nice chill one. Today, I did a live unboxing and initial kind of setup, testing, and feature exploration of a brand new gamepad. So this is it right here. It's called the G5 Pro V2. As you can see, it has fancy RGBs in it, and I use this for all of my gaming today. I will give you a brief idea of what I thought right here. I'll give you a more in-depth feeling about it on tomorrow's podcast, but it had a lot to do because we had an app we had to download and sync it with so we could set up things like the RGBs and the sensitivity of all the buttons and the sticks. This thing has Hall effect technology. Apparently it has optical sensors for certain things like the triggers. I don't know. I don't know anything about this, but it's fancy schmancy. It was donated by a viewer. Okay. So basically took a lot of time setting it up on the initial, podcast today. We also did a bunch of other stuff, including watching a game trailer and hanging out. It was a good podcast today, good variety of stuff. I definitely recommend you check it out. So then we started playing, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. And something really weird happened. For some reason, the right trigger wasn't seem to be working all the time. What do I mean by that? Well, in Clair Obscur, you got to do a lot of button inputs. You got to tap the right bumper a ton to parry in combat. You got to tap the right trigger to do parries for other kinds of attacks. That works perfectly fine. But when you're in the dungeons or the overworld and you want to run fast, you have to hold down the right trigger. My characters wouldn't consistently do this. They would walk and then stagger, stutter, and then stop and then start. And I was like, what's going on? So we're thinking it's the controller. For some reason, the right trigger isn't functioning right. So we tried everything. First, we tried syncing it wirelessly with the 2.4 gigahertz. Then we tried the Bluetooth. Then we actually tried direct USB. Didn't seem to affect anything at all. And I said, well, we'll just go through the stream. What can you do? Clair Obscur was great today. We finished the optional super dungeon of Fire and Ice, which leveled us up a ton, got ridiculous amounts of items and things. Really good super dungeon, and even beat the final boss, but did all the optional stuff in there. It was crazy, okay? Then we started open world exploring. We went back to the area you're supposed to go to for this part of the story, did a bunch of stuff there. We actually found another optional area that we're going to do next time, and then we're going to go to the story. So good progress in Clair Obscur. The only bummer, we didn't hit the funding goal. We've done it every single Clair Obscur stream up to now. We didn't do it today. I don't know why. I don't know what was different about this one particular stream of the game. It seemed the same to me, and we seem to be having a great time. Everyone, I don't know. But it is what it is. We still made over $100. I'm not going to sit here and complain about it, but we didn't hit the goal. Okay? So after that stream ended, I pondered and I thought, what could be the problem with this trigger? So during the break, I actually came in here a little bit earlier, and I did some testing. First thing I did, I updated the firmware on the controller because the firmware it said was outdated. Then I went into the settings for the controller in its app, and I saw that it said that there was sensitivity settings and that it actually had been sent to high level, which meant you needed to actually depress this a little bit further for it to register. Now, still, that shouldn't be the reason why it's not working in Clair Obscur. I'm holding it all the way down. It's not like, oh, it's sensitive. I'm just tapping it. I'm holding it. But anyway, I adjusted that, and then I did a firmware update, okay? I booted up Clair Obscur again. It seemed to still be doing it. It didn't seem to be doing it as much, but it seemed to still be doing it. And I said, I gotta wonder. So I booted up Doom: The Dark Ages, and I played 5 minutes, holding down this trigger using the Ravager the entire time. It never missed a single shot. So now I gotta wonder what's really going on. Tonight, we played Minecraft on stream. First of all, this controller with its Hall effect sensors completely fixed the stick drift issue we were having. We had 0 stick drift at all using the G5 Pro V2. Okay? So I was very pleased with that. No stick drift, no issue there anymore. This button, the trigger, never malfunctioned. We were digging and doing stuff all night, worked the entire night flawlessly. The controller was excellent for Minecraft, okay? In fact, I only really have one complaint. These back buttons are basically remapped versions of X and Y, and I don't think you could turn them off or remap them. In the app, they're not even there. So I'm not sure if there's a way to actually disable them. If anyone has this controller or knows about it, I would like to know, is there a way to disable these buttons? Because I'm hitting them sometimes accidentally, and it sucks when that happens. See, there's additional buttons up here. Those are high enough you don't hit them by accident at all. But these I do because they're on the grip, and I didn't see anything in the app to disable them. So I'm curious if anyone knows what I could possibly do about that. But outside of that, the controller worked great. Like for Minecraft, it was absolutely perfect and flawless. And the battery life seems pretty good. We played 3 hours of Clair Obscur, and I think it said it was halfway. We played 2 hours of Minecraft, and it said it was only a quarter down. So it seems like it's going to have pretty good battery life too. So tomorrow I'll talk more in depth, and I'd like to get feedback on this on the podcast. But so far, I really liked this gamepad. Okay, so outside of the pad, tonight's Minecraft stream was great. First of all, people were chill, engaged, helping out. As usual, it was a good time. We went, well, for the first half, we were basically preparing to return to the cave. For the second half, we returned to the cave. We mined a ton. We got a bunch of iron, a bunch of diamond. We got good stuff. We came back, we did some farming, and basically we're getting ready because it looks like in the next couple of Minecraft streams, we're going to prepare and probably go out on an adventure. I would love to like build a boat and then sail off, but of course you need resources to do that, and we did a lot of progress towards that tonight on the Minecraft stream, okay? So, the Minecraft stream was exceptionally good tonight. It was just really well done, and everyone was having a good time. We hit the support goal, so that's excellent because I told everyone if we hit the support goal tonight, I would do an additional Minecraft stream this week, so now we are doing it Wednesday night, and one of the kick mods came by and actually put us as a highlighted stream, which is awesome. And when they did that, we got extra views. That helped too. They have boosts. I'm in the Kick Partner program. That helped too. So basically, really great stream. Everything was working well. The controller was excellent. We made great progress in Minecraft. We had some fun. Good stuff. All right? All right. So what's on the agenda for tomorrow, Monday? Well, for Monday, the 26th, it will be a chill podcast in the morning to talk more about the controller. Maybe you guys will have some feedback for me on it. And then it's going to be a major stream of blueprints. We've been doing major streams of blueprints with huge advancement. I want to do another one of those tomorrow. I'm hoping we'll get more big discoveries and things. It should be great. And then on the late stream, it will be Capcom Fighting Collection 2, more Capcom versus SNK 2. These streams have been doing great. Great variety as I'm picking new characters, learning how to play, having a good time, getting wins. Hope you'll join me for that as well. And hopefully we'll hit some more goals, get closer to our DSP Tries It of the new How to Train Your Dragon meal at Burger King, which releases Tuesday. So, hey, we can do it as soon as then, depending on the support that we get. All right? Also, tomorrow's Memorial Day. Anyone who celebrates, happy early Memorial Day to you. I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll talk a little bit about that on the podcast. All right, everyone? Thank you so much. Great streaming day. Great adventure. Great good stuff all day long. New controller in the mix. That's great. Everything great. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. We'll do it all again. Peace out.